My boss looked me dead in the eye and said, "You should just try harder next year." That was after I led a $1 million project, earned the company a patent, and spent more than 100 days away from my family. That one sentence, calm, dismissive, dripping with arrogance, changed everything for me. Because in that moment, something inside me snapped. Instead of breaking down, I decided to break free. If you've ever worked enough, you'll understand what I felt that day. The exhaustion, the anger, the quiet humiliation of realizing that the people benefiting from your sweat don't even see you. That was me, until I decided I wasn't going to let them win. When I first joined the company, I was fresh out of school, full of hope. It was a defense contracting firm. Big projects, big names, big dreams. Walking through those polished glass doors every morning, I felt like I'd made it. I worked hard, stayed late, took every extra task I could find. My raises were the typical 2 to 4%, but I told myself it would pay off someday. Promotions take time, I thought. Just keep going. After a few years, they moved me into a project engineer position, a supposed stepping stone towards management. In reality, it was my boss's way of testing how much more I could handle without paying me more. I didn't complain. I had a team of 4 engineers, a designer, and 2 admins under me, and we built something incredible, a system that made over $1.6 million in its first year. We even got the company a patent and were nominated by the U.S. Air Force as a finalist for DoD Contractor Technical Team of the Year. They flew us to Washington, D.C. for an awards ceremony. My boss smiled for photos beside me, shaking hands, taking credit for my team's work. I told myself it would all be worth it. Then came performance review season. I'd given up weekends, missed family dinners, and traveled constantly for testing and vendor visits. When I finally got my review, I couldn't believe it. A perfect 10 out of 10. I felt a rush of pride. This was it, my chance to finally move up. And then I found out one of my own team members, someone I managed, had been promoted early. I got a standard 3% raise, nothing more. I remember storming into my boss's office, heart pounding. "Why was I passed over?" I asked. He barely looked up from his desk. "Yeah, I heard about that. Honestly, I don't think your team member deserved that promotion either. But I'm not their boss, so just try really hard to get next year, okay?" The room went silent. My chest tightened. I'd given this man everything: time, loyalty, results, and he couldn't even pretend to care. I nodded, left his office, and walked straight to the bathroom. I locked the door, stared at myself in the mirror, and whispered, "Never again." From that day on, something changed. I stopped killing myself for people who didn't value me. I started clocking in exactly on time and leaving exactly on time. No more late nights, no more skipped lunches, no more just one more report at midnight. I burned through my vacation days, took long weekends, and started saying no to unnecessary travel. For the first time in years, I could breathe. My mental health slowly began to heal. But here's what my boss didn't know. I wasn't just quitting on him. I was preparing for my revenge. Our department had an education reimbursement program. Hardly anyone used it, but I'd read the fine print. They covered technical courses, certifications, and travel for training. No repayment required. Another coworker, the one who'd been promoted, started his MBA through the same program, but he had to sign a contract locking him in for several years. I wasn't about to make that mistake. I picked something else: advanced software and engineering courses. I found 2 classes that could change everything: FEA and 3D modeling. The company agreed to pay for both: flights, hotels, tuition, all on their dime. They thought they were investing in their future. They had no idea they were paying for my freedom. For months, I studied like my life depended on it. By day, I went through the motions at work, just enough to stay under the radar. By night, I was mastering skills that would make me irresistible to every competitor in the industry. My boss probably thought I'd given up. In reality, I was leveling up.
Once the classes were done, I quietly started applying for new jobs. I didn't tell a soul. Within weeks, I got a call from a recruiter. Their client was looking for an engineer with, get this, FEA and 3D modeling experience. It was like the stars aligned. The offer came soon after. When I saw the number, I had to reread it 3 times. My new base salary would be double what I was making, and it came with overtime. When I handed in my 2 weeks' notice, I wish I could have filmed my boss's reaction. His eyes went wide. Wait, what? You can't leave. We just paid for all that training. We need those skills. He looked panicked, pacing back and forth like he was trying to calculate a way to trap me. Then came the guilt trip. Don't you have any loyalty, any guilt about leaving us after we invested in you? I took a breath, looked him dead in the eye, and said, funny you mentioned guilt, because I felt plenty of it when I missed my kid's birthday for your deadlines, but you didn't seem too loyal to me when it came to promotions. He froze. His face turned red. Finally, he said, all right, fine. How much are they paying you? Let's see if we can match it. I told him. He blinked, stunned. That's more than I make. The silence that followed was the sweetest moment of my career. He finally understood what his arrogance had cost him. I didn't gloat. I didn't have to. I just smiled, said, then, you understand why I'm leaving, and walked out. My new job was everything I'd hoped for. My salary was double, and with overtime, I made nearly 3 times what I used to. My new managers treated me with respect. They valued my work, trusted my judgment, and paid me what I was worth. For the first time, I wasn't surviving. I was thriving. Sometimes, when I finish work early and spend the afternoon with my family, I think back to that day in his office, to those words, try harder next year. I did try harder, but not for him, for myself. The best part? The company that refused to promote me paid for my training, my travel, my escape. They built the very skill set that took me away from them. They thought they were investing in their future, but they were funding my freedom. Revenge doesn't always come with fireworks or drama. Sometimes it comes quietly, in the form of success. People say loyalty matters, and it does, but only when it goes both ways. If someone refuses to see your worth, stop wasting your energy trying to prove it to them. Prove it to yourself. Because the sweetest revenge isn't anger or payback, it's living a life they'll never be able to afford.